एवरीवन, वेलकम बैक टू माय फ्रेंच चैनल फ्रेंच जीनी। आई होप आपने मेरे प्रीवियस वीडियोस देखे हैं। टुडेज वीडियो इज फॉर क्लास 8th, 9th and 10th and the topic that we are going to cover today is prono y. This is prono y. What is prono y? What is the function of a pronoun? Pronoun is used to avoid repetition, right? So here the same way in French we are going to use prono y to replace an indirect object. Any indirect object, it can be a place in the sentence, it can be a thing in the sentence, or it can also be a thought in the sentence. A place in French known as a lieu, a thing une chose, a thought une pensée. If there is a thought, if the sentence is talking about thought, then it will be followed by the verb penser, which means to think. So अगर आपके sentence में कोई thought है, then it will be followed by the verb penser. Prono y never replaces a person, a living person. It only goes for the non-living things. A place, a thing, a thought, not a person. Let's look at some examples. Now look at some examples and how you have to use prono y with different tenses. It can come as in present tense, it can come with passé composé, it can come with future. So let's see how you have to incorporate them using different tenses. These are the examples that I have. Present tense. Nous allons à l'école. Nous allons à l'école. What is à l'école? That's a place. To the school. Earlier, a place. We are going to replace à l'école with prono y and we are going to place it in front of the verb. Nous y allons. Nous y allons. How you are going to use prono y when the sentence has passé composé? J'ai mis les fleurs dans la vase. Dans la vase is what? In the vase. So that's a object. Here we have object. Again we are going to replace it with prono y. What we are going to do is we are going to place prono y in front of the auxiliary verb. Now what are your auxiliary verbs in passé composé? You have two auxiliary verbs. One is être, other is avoir. Here we have avoir. J, we are going to call it as J. J, a, mi, les fleur. Where did we put our prono y? It is in front of the auxiliary verb. J, a, mi, les fleur. And we are going to remove the object because we are replacing it by prono y. Third one, je. Now this has one auxiliary verb, one participe passé and one other verb. That is in infinitive form. So you have to pay attention. This was our passé composé. J'ai voulu aller à la boulangerie. J'ai voulu à la boulangerie. Now what is boulangerie? That is a place. So we are going to replace à la boulangerie with prono y. Now if we have one participe passé and the other verb in infinitive form, we are going to place our prono y in between the two. But when we had a proper participe passé, then we placed our prono y before the auxiliary verb. Now it comes j'ai voulu y aller. J'ai voulu y aller. Now these were the three positive sentences. We have one negative as well. If in case the question comes with a negative sentence, then how you're going to do that? Il ne va pas au théâtre. Clearly we have here no and pas, which is negative. We are going to place our y after the no. And what are the vowels in French? A, E, I, O, U, H and Y. So this one is also a vowel in French. Wherever you have two vowels coming together in one sentence, you are going to put an apostrophe. Il, no, on no, we have removed its E and in place of that, we have used an apostrophe followed by a prono y, va, pa. Il, ni, va, pa. Whenever you have two vowels coming together, then you are going to remove the first vowel and put apostrophe in place of that. These forms of sentences mostly come in exams, especially the imperative. Pay attention, now we are going to do that. You can take a screenshot of this now. Now here we have imperative form. This is the positive sentence, negative sentence and the inversion. Let's first see what is the positive. What is inversion? In inversion, your verb comes first and then the subject follows. What is imperative? Imperative is to give orders or suggestion to someone. Aller au marché. Au marché is what? A place, to a shopping place. We are going to replace au marché with prono y using a hyphen. Aller, Z. Allez, Z. Negative. Ne pense pas à cet accident. Now I told you in the beginning that it replaces a thought as well. Till now we haven't done a thought. Now here is the thought. What is the thought? We have used here pensée verb, as I told you that if it's a thought then it will use pensée verb. Here is the verb penser. Ne pense pas à cet accident. À cet accident is a thought. Do not think about that accident. So it's a thought, right? Now we are going to replace that thought with pronoun y. N'y pense pas. Why I have used an apostrophe? I just told you that if two vowels are coming together, that is ne and y, then we are going to remove the first vowel and replace it with the apostrophe. N'y pense pas, exclamation mark. Now, full stop, exclamation mark and question marks. You have to see what your questions ask for. If it's a question that you are replacing with pronoun y, then you are going to place a question mark. If it has exclamation mark, put exclamation mark. If it has a full stop, then put a full stop. That is important. Now comes our inversion form in imperative. Pense -tu souvent à ce projet. Penses-tu souvent à ce projet? Now again we have penser verb in this, which is conjugated with tu, and this is the inversion form because our verb is first followed by a hyphen and then our subject. Then we have a thought here, à ce projet, about that project. We are going to replace about that project with pronoun y. Inversion form looks difficult, but this is the easiest. You just have to replace the thought with y and bring it in front and then write the remaining sentence. As easy as it is. Y pense -tu souvent. So you can notice that we have copied the sentence till souvent and this thought has been replaced by y, which has come in front. Y pense -tu souvent. Y pense-tu souvent. So these are the imperative form. We have positive, negative and inversion. Go through these are the easiest. And now we have done the third one also, that is the thought. In previous ones we have done place and think. Now we have done thought as well. So I hope all this is clear to you. Let's go back once again and just see what are our pronoun y. So pronoun y replaces object, only object and not a person, never a person. It replaces three things: place, object and thought. Place is known as earlier, think is known as une chose and thought is une pensée in French. So these are the things, take a screenshot of that, and if you have any questions then do comment below. I will see you in my next video. A bientôt.